Hello everyone, welcome back to the 51 part tutorial of how to model the island. We're going to continue with this jerricane. I hope that in two parts I will be able to uh, finish this. I don't know, we shall see. So I want to create here this spilling, you know, entry or whatever, and I'm going to take this edging utilities to edging and split it first. And I'm going to create one more here by pressing on this edge G and this one G. Okay, now the cane should be divided into two basically and have this here or in the middle. So I don't know, the most common ones that I found are mainly here, and this is just to make the entire liquids that are inside whatever it will be to you know uh, to go all the way out. I think just by you know tilting this to the side or lean it on the side. It's the better word to use. So let's begin. We're gonna create a polygon pipe right now. It's somewhere inside there, so I'm switching immediately to move tool after clicking the polygon pipe creation button, and I can move it out from here. I'm gonna bring back the wireframe unshaded. I don't like this color of them. I need to change it back to something else. And I'm gonna open up the attribute editor here, change this into 8. Okay, change the thickness into 100, 0.100, like so. Hit the big enter key. I don't know, for some reason the right one next to the numpads are not really using as enter. It's not like make it permanent. So we deleted those faces, and I'm gonna choose modify center the pivot, and I'm gonna move this up here, and I'm gonna bring this here. Now we want this to lean exactly on this angle here. So what I will do, I will switch here to D. I will just click D on my keyboard, hold it down, and let me zoom in much so I won't be able to get near this. So I position the pivot here now, and I'm gonna position it. I'm gonna hold down the V key. See, the V key is turning this into circle, so hold down the V key, click your mouse wheel, okay, it's also a button, and put it here, or I don't know, somewhere here. I'm gonna rotate this now, but first I'm gonna click on this rotation, double click on it, reset the tool, so it's in object mode here, and now I will hold down the J key and lift it up like so by rotating it, or basically don't hold down the J, just put it there, and when you see it's lying that way, that's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do a modify center pivot here when I think it's good, and let's see now. I think I want to add one more edges here, but adding more edges will simply cause a problem here as far as I can see it. Now when I'm looking at this, I can get rid of these. I'm gonna try something here, okay guys? Let's try delete those, and let's try connect these. So this one and that one. I just want to see what will happen here. It's not bad, you know, it's not bad. I don't know why I haven't thought about that earlier. So I'm gonna do the same here. I'll grab these two, shift right click, delete edge, shift right click, multi-cut, click this, click that. I'm gonna do the same here, because why not? Let's grab this one and that one, and shift right click, delete edge, shift right click, multi-cut, click on that and that. Nice. Right click, choose edge. Let's grab this one and that one. Shift right click, delete edge, shift right click, multi-cut tool, And here you go. I'm gonna press 3. That's more like nice. The main problem I'm not doing this for the all of the models. It's because it's require thinking, and when it comes by natural, I'm welcoming it. But sometimes this thinking is just time consuming, and I prefer not to do this every time. Anyway, this is not centered for some reason. Let's unselect this. Okay, so it's centered. Alright, so now maybe I can add more edges here. So let me try this. I'm gonna add one edge here. Edging utilities through edging and split. I want to see the flow. It goes through there, it goes all around, and the loop is complete, so that's good. Though I have problems with these two. They cannot stay here. So I can either grab this and double click on that one, but I will have to do the same here. No, I don't, because only here we will have this issue. So I'm bringing this over here, and I'm gonna press 3 just to examine this. Yeah, I would need to bring the other one if I want to make things more even there. But maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna undo that, and I won't select this one, and I won't select this one. Geometry will be only messed up here. Alright, so this one here, this one, a little bit more off to the center of this area. Let's see. I don't know, I want this here. I want it there. And I want this one. Well, this and that, move them here. Let's see how this affects things. Doesn't. Okay. So let's grab this one. Sorry, only that one. And yeah, that one. And move this here to about the center. I'm not quite sure about the center here, but let's bring these a little bit closer. So I have like the same distance from this one to this one, and that way I can somewhat get a center here. Maybe I will grab this, double click, shift delete edge, and then I will grab this and edging into this through edging and split. You will be forced to do this way, that way, and stay in the center here. Okay, that's done. That's good, but we still have problem here. I'm gonna double click on this edge and shift right click, choose slide edge tool, middle mouse click, hold and drag your mouse wheel. So I'm bringing this into about here. I'm gonna double click on this one and do the same to a little bit down here. Okay, now I'm gonna create another edge loop here. So edging utilities to edging and split. And now I have this entire four faces which will help me with this thing here. So let's take this, move it here. I can hold down the V key and snap it. Okay, just like so. And I'm gonna take this vertex here, shift right click, chamfer it. I'm gonna take the cut tool, shift right click. Well, I need to be in edge mode in order to do this, shift right click while one of the edges is selected. So only that way you can see that menu, that, or maybe no, there is another way, but I think I need to be in object mode. Anyway, grabbing this edge, switch to scale tool, scale this up, and by here you can first maybe bring it a little bit bigger, make it a little bit bigger, like so, smaller, bigger, I don't know. And let's grab both of them, mesh, Combine. Well, I think I have combine here. Shift right click combine, yeah. Choose, let's choose the problematic edges, vertices here. So I'm gonna grab this. No, I missed something. I selected something wrong. So these 4 vertices are a little bit inside, so that way it will be easier to grab them. Shift right click while it's in object mode, target weld, and you see some of them already been selected, so I'm gonna undo that, Control Z, click in the background, and now I will stitch these. Okay, this one made a problem. Like so. Alright, right click, choose edge, switch to selection tool, grab this edge, double click on it, extrude it, and you can see the gizmo is really aligned with the same angle of this. So you're gonna try this, you're gonna pull this. Now if some part of it is going upside down, like these edges are going inside, that means that something wrong with your model. And that brings me back to what we have encountered there with the you know, more duplication of the extrusion tool. So just be aware of this, that this can also affect that. By the time that I'm creating this one, this tutorial part, I chose to create a separated part, a little bit dramatic one. I don't know why it went like that. I think I were like dramatically excited with finally knowing what was the problem almost every time that I modeled things more than 30 minutes. Okay, so it happened a lot. Anyway, I'm extruding this, switching to scale tool, open it up a little bit. You can see that the top and the bottom areas of the frame, like this black frame, is a little bit thicker than these in the side, so I'm gonna bring those to be same thickness, like so. And you probably noticed by now that it's not a circle, and this is really where this should be. We don't want to have a circular, I don't know how to call this part of the, I don't know, well, people call this bottleneck, but I don't know, it's not a bottle, so it's only a jerricane neck. Alright, I'm extruding this once again. Well, I don't know where I've been here, so yeah, switching to scale tool and scale this down. Now in this case, maybe the frame is still not even, but it should be. Let's put it to about that. Okay, I'm gonna extrude it once more, and I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna switch to move tool, and of course the move tool won't be aligned with this angle of the neck, so I'm gonna double click on here and choose component or object or world. No, normals. No. Let's see. A long rotation axis. No. Let's reset the tool. World. I don't know. Doesn't work that way. So I guess I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna undo that, and I'm gonna scale this a little bit again, like so. Make sure you cover this area. So if I'm gonna extrude it inside, it won't touch those faces. So here I'm extruding it once again, and I'm bringing it inside to inside the bottom here. So when I'm here, I'm switching to scale tool, and I'm scaling it uniformly down. Not too much, just about so. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave this up to you. um, but I will tell you what I would do if ever I want to animate this thing. So you may want to do something like that. You want to go extrude it once again, create some sort of a, inner trunk for this. I don't know, something like so, like that. And here I would go and shift right click fill hole. Okay, and before I'm exiting with the camera out there, I'm gonna add supporting edge loops to this little structure here. And the reason I'm doing this mainly is, let's say you want to animate this, I don't know, somewhere in the future. Um, what will happen is that you will need to put some sort of emitter, okay, in your inside this bottleneck, right? So you want the emitter to be somewhere near to the open of the neck, the entry or the exit of the neck. Anyway, let me first poke this face. Now, I hope that makes sense for you, some of you who already, uh, you know, studying real flow or whatever. So I'm poking this face again, just so I can add one more edge here to keep this, okay? Now, if I press 3, that by default this is how it will be smoothed, okay? So I will need to have a few more edges here. I'm gonna take a look at this from the side, and you see here where the neck is, I need to add, no, sorry, undoing twice already, undoing again, and here I will need to have one, oh, okay, I see. I need to have one here, I need to have one more. This is hard to show you. This is this surface here, and there is the neck itself, which is here, okay? And this one is a little bit too far, so I'm gonna double click on it, shift right click, choose slide edge, middle mouse click, hold and drag, and bring it a little bit closer there to the neck, okay? So now if we press 3, hopefully this is not going to stretch out, peeking out in some way, because everything is maintained. And now I'm gonna move here, and we're gonna add a few edge loops here, one here, one there, here at the lip of this. Lip has lips, okay? So no, no, no. All right, here, here, here. Let's turn this around. We need one here inside the neck. Here, no, no. Here, no. One here. This is frustrating. No, Control Z. I done like 20 or 40 or 30 Control Z by now, every time that it didn't placed correctly. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I just simply grab this edge, add ring utilities to edge ring and split, shift right click, bevel it. So I don't know if you remember, in some points of this tutorial I try to do this, and I have problem with beveling. Things all of a sudden have been disappeared. I don't know, things like that. This is also because of doubled faces or just any wrong structure in the way that you stitched things, and probably some mistake that got related to that extrusion. Let's press 3 to take a look at this. Okay, that's nice. Now by default, this area, if you ever watched some of the pictures of jerrycans like this, it should be narrow here and a little bit more wider here. And I don't know why is that, but this is good to know. One more thing that you want to know is those jerrycan. Um, well, many of you knows that if you will take a bottle and you try to, fill the up bottle to the top, and you're gonna try to, flip it so it will drain. Um, there is the problem of hair, you know, like hair, like oxygen. I don't know. Well, air. So air need to go out through here, okay, through this tank, and whenever the liquid is starting to spill, it's basically blocking that air, um, from going through. So I've seen in those jerry cans they have this little instrument. It was like, I don't know, like attached pipe. Well, I know, I know. I don't know why I'm saying I don't know. I don't like this. Um, I never say it in my own native language. I never, uh, you know, use those words like I don't know, I don't know. And in English, it's like built into my uh, reflexed way of talking. My entire language is based, basically, like many of you, um, by repeating many sentences that I learned from watching TV, and therefore it's influenced by that and making things, making my speech a little bit sometimes overflowing uh, to places where it's hard for me to really say exactly what I wanted. So it sounds like I'm making things up and I ate it, but I can only apologize for sound like dork. Okay, so this is what they have. They have some sort of things like that which can be assembled here, and this pipe goes in a little bit inside more, and that way air can get through. But it's not pipe like so. I don't know. I've seen something and it was more of like um, that. Okay, and it was welded um, here like so. Okay, to the top area, and it was longer. Okay, so there is this thing, and I just want you to know about that, but I ain't gonna create it. I just show you this because I'm bored. You're gonna create the top cover. So what we will do here is we're gonna take this one, shift double click on that one, shift right click, duplicate this face, press F8 3 times, control unselect the main body, immediately switch to modify center pivot, switch to move tool and center pivot. That way you can move this around. Okay, so with that, what I will do here is I'm gonna double click on that edge, and I'm gonna take shift right click, choose fill hole. I'm gonna shift right click multi-cut tool, switch to multi-cut tool. I'm gonna grab this edge and this edge, connect them. I'm gonna grab this edge and that edge, connect them. I'm gonna take this edge and that edge, connect them. Right now I created 2 triangles, and I will create 2 more here, but in order to get rid of them, I will grab this edge and shift right click delete them. So now it's more of like it should be. Now I'm gonna simply extrude this as a whole. Okay, so it should be in object mode, and I'm gonna extrude it to more thick, a little bit more thick. Oh my god, I extruded so many times with 36. I'm like, oh my god, I'm just thinking about this and it drives me nuts. You have no idea. I was trying to explain something in one particular part. I also mentioned this at this part, And I forgot that the entire extrusion here have been with this 36, I think 36 times. You want to check this, guys? Let's check this. Let's delete this one. Let's delete this face. And let's see if there is something in between them. Nope, there isn't. So maybe I've done everything correct. Okay, so now we have the top. And the top is a little bit thin as for my taste. I'm gonna go over modify center pivot first. Well, center pivot for this. Well, I don't know what's going on here. The move tool is sometimes is bugged. You can move it, but it acts like it was in adjustment pivot sort of way. Okay, I'm gonna press 3, smooth this, and I'm gonna add. No, I ain't gonna add. I will simply grab this face, double click on that face, switch to move tool, and you know it's extruded, so I'm extruding it. I'm just bringing it a little bit more like that. And while I'm doing this, I feel like I made a mistake. Okay, let's add edge loop. I'm gonna add one edge loop here, and I'm gonna press 3. No, I'm not satisfied with that. I'm gonna add one more edge loop. No, one more edge loop here, and I'm gonna add. No, no. Frustration, frustration. Let's bring this here. Let's add 2 inside there. No. Let's do something smart. Let's grab this. Let's isolate this, click here, and let's work that way. So I'm adding one more edge here. No. Here and here. It's always easier when you go on and zoom. So let's isolate this. Let's grab it with move tool. Let's bring it down. Let's see how this is sitting on top of that. Like so. Alright. So that looks you know, looks nice. I have no complaints about that, though it could be a little bit more bigger. So just be aware of that. You can right click, choose vertices. You can grab all the top vertices and make it a little bit more off, like, well, like so. Make sure you change the orientation of your. Okay. Now I'm gonna take this edge here, okay, and this one, and shift right click and bevel them. I'm gonna grab this one and that one, double click on them, switch to scale tool, and I'm gonna change this to reset. Now I hope that it will go with component and I will be able to divide them. It's not really going well. The bevel is not really how I expected it to be, so I will double click on the entire edge here and bevel it. Okay, now I can double click on that one, shift double click on that one, and bring them a little bit more closer to each other. Now I have problems there, I see already. Let me check this. What exactly is going on here? Okay, I do have a problem there. I don't want to screw things more than they are, so let's not make problems here. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna insert one edge loop here. You can see how this edge is going, so I'm gonna undo that. Now I'm gonna take this face and I'm gonna delete it just to check something. Alright, so I have this, and I did add edge loops inside, but the thing is that this area is not exactly as what's going on inside, and therefore it's causing problems. Let's see, I'm gonna grab this edge, double click on it, shift right click, bevel it again. Oh, bevel it again. I don't know why that is happening. Maybe I did extrude it. Yeah, I extruded it 36 times. This is what's going on here. Let's do it that way. Right click, choose face. I'm gonna double click on any face, just double click on it and press delete. Only this one is the problem because the entire thing has been deleted. So let's click on this, delete this area, delete this area, and you can see it standing right here. Well, but I need it. It's weird because I do need it. Alright. Why when I'm beveling it, it goes like that? I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry for this taking too long, but you can see that the model is just, this area is just messed up. Even if I will delete it, I have these inner faces here. Maybe I just can't delete it that way, I don't know. Bevel it, sorry. Let's try and add edge loop here. Let's see what it will do if I will add. Well, it's not completed. Right, it's not completed. It's here. The problem is here. Where this is came from. Let's delete this one, this one, this one, and that one. Let's double click on that one and see if it selected only that. That's good. Shift right click, fill hole. Alright. Let's hope that now the bevel will occur correctly. Nope. Still having problems undoing this. Let's try and add edge loops. No, I said edge loop, not cut tool. Adding edge, it went through, nice. Another edge here. Okay, so that's already good. I'm gonna click on this one and don't move it that way. Do a slide it over next to it. Okay. Well, they need to be very close to each other. I don't know, something here. Okay, and we're gonna grab the middle one, shift right click, delete this edge. Hopefully all will go well here. I'm gonna check one thing before I'm gonna continue this. I'm gonna press 3 and see if it affects. You see it affects, it has a little bit of gap here. So I will need to overcome this gap by grabbing these, shift grabbing these, pressing 3 to smooth this preview, and switch to, let's get rid of this one. Switch to scale tool. Let's reset the scale tool, and I will squeeze them back. Okay, you see it still doesn't look good, but for now I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna create something here. Polygon pipe. I'm gonna move it up here. Switch to rotation tool. Hold on the J key. Click here. Change this to, let's say, 8. change the thickness to 0.50, like so. Radius 0.50. Let's see what this will give us. Okay, I need 0.50, like so. Okay, the radius is okay, but the radius is also taking some of my thickness. So let's change the thickness into 0.20. Okay, and hit enter. I'm gonna grab this, hold down the V key, move it towards this area, like so, and put it here. If you want, you can bring it here, shift right click, no, right, oops, right click, choose edge, grab this edge, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This will do center one. So with that center we can snap this with the V key exactly to the center and scale this up. See? Just like so. Okay. So now we just need to place this here and rotate this a little bit. Bring it here, bring it here. Maybe rotate this a little bit more. And yeah, like so. I really want to bring this to touch each other. So let's make sure that we do this. So now I'm gonna take this, isolate this. I'm gonna right click, choose face. Let's grab these two faces and delete them. Let's unisolate this. Let's I need to click on F8 and grab this and isolate this one now. I'm gonna grab these two and delete them. So we have something like so. I'm gonna unisolate this one as well. And we're gonna stitch them. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna stitch this. Hopefully it will be good. So let's grab both of them. Well, not the bottle, okay, only the the cover and that. Shift right click, combine them. I know this is in green. This is because of my stupid mistake that I picked the green. I'm gonna shift right click, target wet tool. I'm gonna stitch this. Okay, let's stitch this gently. You see they are not aligned now because I stitched this one to here, but I'm all okay with that. I'm gonna insert with the camera over here and over here. Okay, I need to stitch. I can see them, but I'm not sure you see them. This one to that one. This one to that one. This is the center ones. I'm gonna do the same here. So this one to that one, and this one to that one. Nice. Now, let's see what we can do in order to make sure this is all maintained. So, if you're gonna take this edge loop tool and you will try to add one edge here, this is what will happen. If you do this that way, this is what will happen. Okay, so just be aware of this. Now the only way to overcome this is basically to connect these and try a different flow for your edges, but this will require us to really work some more on that. Let me try this once. If it went good, I'm gonna cancel this, pause the video, and we will continue the next part. Okay, clicking here, making this like so. Switch to selection tool, and then, well, let's make sure it's object mode. Insert edge loop. Let's see what will happen now. Okay, you see what happens now? It's creating those edges, but they are maintained in this area. They don't flowing all the way through that shape. So that's good. I can rely on this and bring one edge very close here. You know what? Before I'm adding those edges, I will snap those into position. So let's grab all those that haven't moved. Sorry. Control Z I did. I'm gonna bring those hold on the V, switch to move tool, sorry, hold down the V key, but of course this is not quite right. So I'm gonna switch here to scale tool, maybe, nah, don't do this. Let's try reset the tool, let's try component, let's try object, and let's push this a little bit like so. Okay, see? I'm gonna do the same here, which I'm not sure, it doesn't look like that bad, so just try to make sure that it's okay. Now I will add those edges. I'm gonna add one edge here, okay, to maintain this area. I'm gonna add one edge here to maintain that area. And now, because they are both not connected to anything, I can right click, choose edge, and then choose any edge, by the way, just any edge, shift right click, multi-cut tool. Okay, I'm gonna connect this one here. You see, this is where it ends, the edge loop that I created, and it will be connected through the middle here, and then connected to this one. Now we only need to close this loop from here, just the same way. So I'm zooming in, you can see it, it ends here, clicking here, moving to the center point, bring it very near, like so, and then coming here. This one is a little bit far, but anyway, let's press 3. You can see what we have, right? Now we need to add a few extra edge loops. So let's bring this back to object mode. Shift right click, insert edge loop. We're gonna add one edge loop inside the pipe here. Well, again, edge loop tool is doing its magic by trolling us. So here you go, we have one here, and sorry, and we have, oh, come on, one here, one here, no, come on, one here, and one here, and one here, and one here. Now, don't add anything here in the center. Okay, let's press 3. Let's have a look at this. And here you go, we have this. Now, you will ask why it's for. You will know later on why it's for. I'm gonna leave you here with this, and I'm gonna continue next part. It was stretched a little bit, too much talking, too much problems. Sorry, but learning is crucial. So have a good day, guys, and I will see you in the next part. Bye bye.